At 60 years old, many men feel that their sexual desire begins to fade, that their energy is no longer what it used to be, and that they need more time to react to any kind of stimulus. This perception is far more common than most people think and is often automatically blamed on age. However, the reality is much more complex because desire does not disappear simply because the years go by. It responds to internal changes in the body that can be invisible at first. It is very common for men to keep working, continue their hobbies and physical activities, and spend time with friends and family, yet still feel that something inside them has changed, a kind of slowing down that cannot be explained by daily routine alone. Family and social life may remain active, but there are moments when looking in the mirror or getting close to a partner brings a feeling of not responding the way they once did, creating unease and a deep discouragement that is rarely spoken out loud. This combination of declining energy and a desire that comes and goes creates a sense of silent frustration, an inner conflict between what the mind wants and what the body seems to deny. The key is understanding that these changes do not define masculinity or virility, and that there is a real possibility of reconnecting with the strength many believe is lost. By observing how small routines, nutrition, and everyday habits affect overall well-being, it becomes clear that the body is still capable of responding, as long as it is cared for and given what it needs to regain vitality. Even something as simple as walking every day, staying active, enjoying the company of loved ones, and keeping the small rituals that give meaning to daily life can have a powerful impact on sexual energy and the feeling of fulfillment. Showing that at 60, it is not about giving up, but about learning to listen to and nourish the body to keep the spark of vitality and desire alive. The prostate is a small gland, roughly the size of a walnut, yet its influence on virility and male energy is enormous. Its main role goes far beyond producing seminal fluid. It helps regulate blood flow to sensitive tissues and keeps hormonal levels balanced so that desire and performance remain active. When this gland begins to swell or become congested, the effects are felt throughout the body, even if they go unnoticed at first. It is not just about sexual difficulties, but also subtle changes in vitality, daily energy, and personal confidence. Inflammation creates internal pressure that restricts blood circulation, lowers testosterone production, and disrupts the body's natural chemistry, leading to fatigue, irritability, and a sense of disconnection. This internal imbalance can affect a relationship because even when desire is present mentally, the body does not always respond, causing frustration and insecurity. The prostate acts as a silent regulator of male energy. When it is neglected, its imbalance can slowly change a man's life, weakening confidence and the feeling of completeness. That is why understanding its importance and knowing how to keep it balanced is essential for those who want to preserve not only sexual strength, but also the vitality and self-esteem that come with feeling whole, active, and capable of enjoying life at any age. Prostate health is a key indicator of overall well-being, and addressing it early allows men to stay connected to their physical and emotional potential, reminding them that even as the years pass, the ability to fully enjoy life remains intact when proper attention is given. Before continuing, it is important to pause for a moment and connect on a more personal level. Think about where you're listening from, whether it is a city in the United States, Mexico, Colombia, Argentina, or Spain. Every place has its own rhythm and lifestyle, but concerns about health and vitality are shared by men everywhere. Keeping that in mind helps make this message more relevant and meaningful, so let us get straight to the point. At the beginning, changes in male virility are usually subtle and easily attributed to age or tiredness, which is why many men ignore them until they become more noticeable. It may start with mild discomfort when urinating, a feeling of pressure in the pelvic area, frequent trips to the bathroom at night, or changes in the strength of the urinary stream. Erections may become less firm or inconsistent, as if the body were sending mixed signals. The mind wants, but the body responds slowly or only partially. Some men notice that desire fluctuates, with days when libido feels strong and others when it disappears for no clear reason, creating confusion and frustration. These early signs, even if they seem minor, are the first indicators of an issue that can grow if left unaddressed. Ignoring them does not make them go away. On the contrary, prostate inflammation continues silently, gradually affecting circulation, hormone production, and overall energy. Daily life is also impacted. Confidence decreases when approaching a partner, mood drops, and small moments of intimacy can create anxiety. Fictional stories of men experiencing these symptoms often show them becoming less affectionate with their partners, feeling less active during the day, and noticing that hobbies or physical activities no longer bring the same satisfaction. All of this confirms that early warning signs are the body's quiet alert, a reminder that paying attention to small details can make the difference between maintaining vitality or slowly losing the strength and self-confidence that define a fulfilled man. When the prostate becomes inflamed, the effects go far beyond simple discomfort. Blood circulation, hormone production, and overall vitality are affected. The pressure the gland puts on blood vessels reduces blood flow to intimate tissues, making it harder for the body to respond firmly to desire. Testosterone, the hormone essential for energy, desire, and physical strength, also decreases, leading to fatigue, lack of motivation, and the feeling that something inside has dimmed. This condition does not only affect sexual function, but also changes confidence and the way a man sees himself, his posture, his mood, and his daily drive. A useful comparison is a garden hose. If someone steps on it, the water is still there, but it cannot flow with force. With an inflamed prostate, desire exists, but the body cannot express it with the same strength. Over time, these changes create a vicious cycle of less desire, less activity, less confidence, and constant frustration. Even relationships can suffer, as intimacy weakens and affectionate gestures feel tense due to fear of not responding. The impact is physical, emotional, and social, reminding us that this small gland, though silent, plays a crucial role in vitality, self-confidence, and overall well-being, depending on whether it is cared for or ignored. There is a small natural ally that can transform how the body responds to prostate inflammation and loss of desire. It is a very common seed that contains essential nutrients for male vitality. This seed is rich in arginine, an amino acid the body converts into nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for relaxing blood vessels and allowing blood to flow strongly toward intimate tissues. Without proper blood flow, an erection cannot occur satisfactorily, and desire becomes limited by the body's physical inability to respond. In addition, this seed provides zinc and magnesium, minerals that help regulate hormone production, reduce inflammation, and keep the prostate at an optimal size. The way the seed is consumed is also essential. When it is chewed before an intimate moment, its compounds are absorbed through the oral mucosa, speeding up their effect on circulation and enhancing the results almost immediately. This simple act has a deep impact on male energy, awakening strength, confidence, and vitality that seemed dormant. With regular use, it can help reduce inflammation, improve tissue oxygenation, and restore the body's natural chemistry, creating a fuller and more confident experience without relying on drugs or chemicals that only address temporary symptoms without solving the real cause. The seed works as a natural modulator of prostate function and as a reminder that the body is capable of responding with real power when it is given what it needs, generating a change that is felt both physically and emotionally, reinforcing self-confidence and overall well-being. Michael had always lived an active life filled with responsibilities, balancing work, family, and hobbies that made him feel young and energetic. Over the years, he began to notice small changes. A sense of fatigue that he blamed on work, difficulty keeping up with his hobbies, and a certain insecurity during intimacy with his partner. At first, he ignored it, thinking it was an inevitable part of getting older, but those details began to add up and affect his confidence and mood. Each day he felt less vigorous, and his outlook on life became more reserved, as if a part of him had quietly faded. Instead of giving up, Michael decided to listen to his body and look for natural ways to regain his vitality. Adding a nutrient-rich seed to his daily routine became a conscious act, a quiet commitment to himself. Gradually, changes began to appear. More energy throughout the day, stronger erections, and a general sense of well-being he had not felt in years. His relationship also transformed. Emotional closeness with his partner returned, conversations became more connected, and the spark in their eyes came back. What started as a simple habit, chewing a seed before intimacy, became a symbol of self-care and inner renewal. Michael's story shows that small changes, applied consistently and with awareness, can restore lost vitality and confidence, creating a deep effect on both body and mind and strengthening emotional bonds that once seemed to fade. With each passing day, he felt reborn, sensing that the man he thought was gone was returning with steady steps, confidence, and a renewed desire to fully enjoy life and his relationship. After making conscious changes to his daily routine, Michael began to notice results that transformed not only his body, but also his state of mind. The firmness of his erections slowly returned, bringing renewed confidence that reflected in every area of his life. The energy he thought was gone accompanied him throughout the day, allowing him to resume activities he had abandoned and enjoy his hobbies with enthusiasm. His partner noticed the change immediately. Affectionate looks became more frequent, and gestures of closeness felt natural again. Every small physical improvement translated into higher self-esteem and a greater willingness to share moments of intimacy with joy and security. His body responded to the new routine, proper rest, and mindful nutrition, proving that vitality can be restored with dedication and consistency. This sense of well-being extended beyond the sexual aspect, influencing his mood, motivation, and daily interactions with friends and family. As the days passed, Michael felt he was regaining not only physical strength, but also control over his life, confidence in himself, and the ability to enjoy each moment fully without fear or insecurity. The transformation was not sudden or miraculous, but a steady and gradual process that reinforced the idea that caring for male health is a holistic path where physical improvement feeds confidence and joy for living. To understand how energy and potency can be restored, it helps to imagine male circulation as a complex system in which every component plays a vital role. The prostate and related ducts function like a valve that regulates blood flow to the sexual organs and maintains the pressure needed for a firm and lasting erection. When this valve becomes congested or loses flexibility, blood cannot flow freely and energy declines, affecting both intimate life and overall well-being. It is similar to a hose that is partially bent. Water still reaches the end, but without strength or consistency. Introducing healthy habits and specific natural components helps gradually open that valve, restoring flow and reactivating vitality. The seed included in the daily routine works subtly but effectively, helping reduce tissue inflammation and improve circulation, creating an immediate sensation of lightness and renewed capability. By understanding how this system works and how everyday actions, from physical movement to nutrition, influence it, each effort can be maximized to recover not only physical potency, but also confidence, motivation, and the joy of feeling the body alive and responsive. From this perspective, male physiology shows that every small adjustment creates effects that extend throughout the day, reinforcing a sense of control over personal vitality and stimulating energy naturally, without relying on external or temporary solutions. Recognizing the importance of this flow and learning how to keep it clear is the key for the body to respond and for a man to regain the strength and confidence he thought he had lost. The seed added to the daily routine contains a precise combination of nutrients that work together to revitalize the male body. Among its key components are arginine, an essential amino acid that supports nitric oxide production and helps relax blood vessels, promoting more efficient blood flow to the sexual organs, along with minerals such as zinc and magnesium that contribute to cellular regeneration and hormonal balance. The way the seed is consumed directly affects its effectiveness. Chewing it allows the nutrients to be released and absorbed more quickly through the mouth and digestive system, enhancing its immediate effects on energy and vitality. This natural process clearly differs from capsules or powders, where absorption is slower and the impact on circulation and well-being is delayed. Chewing the seed activates a comprehensive mechanism that progressively stimulates the body's energy, improving strength, endurance, and physical responsiveness. Over time, this habit leads to a steadier flow of vitality, more stable hormonal balance, and a general sense of renewal reflected in attitude, confidence, and self-perception. It shows that carefully chosen natural elements can significantly change how the body responds and stays active at any age. Optimal absorption creates a cumulative effect, where each day of use strengthens the body's ability to maintain vigorous function and sustained well-being, making recovery both physical and emotional. Consuming this seed is safe and does not negatively affect the heart or blood pressure, allowing it to be included in a daily routine without concern. Many people feel uncertain at first, wondering whether the changes they experience could cause harm, but over time they realize that the seed works in a natural and gradual way, strengthening energy and vitality without disrupting other systems in the body. The sense of security grows as each component works in balance, supporting circulation, cellular regeneration, and overall well-being without causing fatigue, discomfort, or unexpected complications. By adopting this habit, a gradual effect is experienced that increases confidence and the feeling of control over one's own body, creating calm and a positive response both physically and emotionally. With consistent use, the benefits build day after day, strengthening the feeling of sustained energy and improving quality of life without risk. This shows that choosing natural solutions can be an effective and safe way to maintain long-term vitality. The experience of those who use it reinforces the idea that caring for the body with natural elements not only improves physical function, but also provides a deep sense of security and overall well-being that is reflected in every aspect of daily life, from everyday activity to interactions with loved ones. Recovering energy and vitality transforms not only the body, but also the mind and emotions, creating a sense of renewal that is felt in every part of daily life. Men who adopt natural self-care habits notice improvements in mood, stronger self-esteem, and the return of a youthful feeling, accompanied by renewed enthusiasm for life and personal relationships. Confidence grows, along with the ability to fully enjoy moments with a partner, friends, and family, creating deeper and more genuine connections. This physical renewal shows in posture, strength, and endurance, while the mind becomes clearer and more focused, making decision-making and creativity easier in everyday life. As these changes unfold, relationships also benefit, as positive energy and attitude bring greater closeness, shared understanding, and mutual satisfaction, filling ordinary moments with joy and excitement. Through this transformation, men discover that caring for physical well-being has a multiplying effect on emotional life, fostering a cycle of confidence, motivation, and pleasure that extends into every interaction and activity. The combination of renewed vitality, mental clarity, and emotional security creates a state of comprehensive well-being that is felt internally and reflected in the eyes of those around them, showing that physical and emotional recovery is a complete path toward lasting renewal. Seeking quick fixes may seem tempting when energy or vitality issues arise, but these options often provide only temporary relief, leaving the underlying cause untouched and creating a sense of dependence. Many men turn to products that promise immediate results, trusting the speed of the effect without realizing that such solutions do not truly strengthen or nourish the body, and can lead to frustration when results fade quickly. Psychological dependence can develop when strength or virility seems achievable only through these products, causing anxiety whenever their use stops. Self-confidence may also suffer as the sense of well-being becomes tied solely to an external substance rather than to one's own physical and mental capacity, weakening self-esteem and the feeling of control over the body. Overuse of these quick solutions can subtly disrupt natural balance, creating changes that are not always visible but affect overall energy and vitality. By choosing natural and sustainable strategies, real and lasting strengthening is encouraged, free from reliance on external stimuli and a cycle of well-being is built that reinforces confidence, autonomy, and daily fulfillment. Patience and consistency become powerful allies, showing that meaningful and lasting results require time and mindful care, and that true change comes from dedication to habits that nourish both body and mind in an integrated way, avoiding the risks and disappointments associated with fast and fleeting solutions. Adopting habits that support prostate health improves not only physical condition, but also daily energy, vitality, and confidence. Getting enough sleep allows the body to recover and internal processes to function optimally, increasing natural energy production and hormonal balance. A balanced diet rich in essential nutrients and low in processed foods strengthens prostate function and keeps circulation in good condition. Regular physical activity stimulates blood flow, helps maintain a healthy weight, and improves posture, creating a cumulative sense of well-being that is reflected in daily life, from household tasks to hobbies and leisure activities, increasing vitality and independence. Reducing coffee and alcohol intake helps lower prostate irritation and prevents disruptions in sleep and concentration, which in turn improves mental clarity and emotional energy. Simple daily routines such as walking after meals, stretching, and deep breathing exercises enhance energy flow and circulation, much like keeping a river clear and free of obstacles so water and nutrients move without interruption. Over time, these habits not only strengthen the prostate in a tangible way, but also reinforce confidence and emotional balance, allowing men to feel more connected to their bodies and more capable of enjoying relationships and life with full vitality and renewed enthusiasm. The long-term results of maintaining habits that strengthen the prostate and male vitality are evident in both body and mind, creating changes that are felt in daily life and in relationships with others. Over time, sleep becomes deeper and more restorative, making it easier to wake up with renewed energy rather than accumulated fatigue that once limited daily activity. Digestion improves naturally, allowing nutrients to be absorbed efficiently and metabolism to function more effectively. Mental clarity increases, making concentration, memory, and decision-making sharper and more reliable, while posture remains strong and balanced, projecting a sense of confidence and overall well-being. Visible physical changes such as improved muscle tone, healthier skin, and a more harmonious appearance directly influence how partners and others perceive a man, generating admiration and strengthening self-esteem. These cumulative effects create a positive cycle in which physical and mental health reinforce each other, allowing full enjoyment of hobbies, social life, family moments, and intimacy, consolidating a sense of youthfulness and vitality that seems to defy age. With continued consistency, the feeling of control over one's body grows stronger, and each day feels like an opportunity to strengthen both physical energy and emotional clarity, allowing life to be lived with fullness and a balanced sense of well-being, confidence, and personal satisfaction. Physical recovery not only transforms the body, but also renews the emotional and inner dimension of a man's life, strengthening bonds with his partner and with those around him. The return of energy and vitality has an immediate effect on confidence and self-esteem, allowing interactions to feel more authentic, warm, and fulfilling, and shared moments to be filled with presence and genuine enjoyment. Every gesture, every conversation, and every moment of intimacy is felt more deeply, as if the connection becomes stronger and more meaningful, enriching relationships and creating memories that last. This emotional revitalization is also reflected in daily attitude, in the way challenges are faced, in patience, and in the ability to support and understand others, creating a harmonious environment of mutual care. Men who experience this renewal feel a kind of inner awakening that goes beyond the physical, a shift that allows them to value simple, everyday moments more deeply, from sharing a coffee to enjoying a walk, strengthening closeness and affection in their relationships. At the same time, this increase in confidence and personal well-being influences how others perceive them, generating admiration and respect that further reinforce self-esteem and a sense of fulfillment. This creates a positive cycle in which body, mind, and emotions support one another, and life is lived with a renewed sense of harmony, purpose, and shared joy. It is never too late to make decisions that transform life, to regain the energy and vitality that once seemed to fade with time, and to reconnect with the physical and emotional fullness that everyone deserves to experience. At 60, 65, or beyond, the possibility of feeling strong, active, and confident is still real and achievable. Every conscious action taken in one's own favor reflects a commitment to health, well-being, and happiness. Adopting habits that support vitality, from nutrition to physical activity and personal care, becomes an act of self-respect that impacts every area of life, from relationships with a partner to the way daily challenges are faced and ordinary moments are enjoyed. The seed represents this power of choice, the decision not to settle for fatigue or loss of energy, but to act with determination and consistency to recover strength and confidence. Each step taken in this direction brings a greater sense of freedom and control over life, allowing age to stop being a limitation and instead become a reminder of experience, wisdom, and the ability to reinvent oneself at any stage. Embracing this perspective awakens an inner motivation to keep moving forward, to not give in to obstacles, and to celebrate every achievement, no matter how small, as a personal victory and proof that vitality and fulfillment have no expiration date, but depend on the willingness to care for oneself, to prioritize oneself, and to embrace each day with energy, enthusiasm, and self-appreciation. Chewing the seed becomes a conscious ritual that goes beyond simply consuming a nutrient, transforming into a gesture that sends a clear message to both body and mind that vitality, energy, and well-being are being actively chosen. This act symbolizes mindfulness toward oneself, a moment in which each bite and each flavor reinforce the intention to care, to reconnect with inner strength, and to honor one's capacity for change and recovery. Chewing slowly allows nutrients to be released efficiently, while also creating an emotional connection with the action, reminding us that even the smallest gestures can have a profound impact on physical and emotional health. In this context, the seed becomes a tool of self-affirmation, a tangible symbol of the decision to prioritize personal well-being and to demonstrate through concrete actions that commitment to oneself has no age or limits. This ritual can be accompanied by moments of reflection, deep breathing, or visualization of energy flowing through the body, amplifying positive effects on physical state as well as on self-esteem and confidence. With each chew, the connection between intention and outcome is strengthened, turning a simple habit into an act of self-care and a celebration of the power to choose to care for one's body and life with awareness, dedication, and joy. We reach the end of this journey, where it becomes clear that recovering male vitality and energy is not merely a wish, but a path shaped by conscious decisions and consistent actions that deeply affect daily life, relationships, and self-perception. Every step, from adopting healthy habits to integrating the seed as part of a personal ritual, contributes to a tangible change reflected in physical strength, confidence, mood, and the ability to fully enjoy each moment. This conclusion not only highlights the evident benefits, but also invites reflection on the importance of caring for one's health as an act of self-respect, reminding us that it is never too late to reclaim lost energy and rediscover the joy of feeling alive and active. The final invitation is to take action with awareness, to incorporate these habits and rituals into daily routine, to enjoy the process, and to celebrate every small achievement as a personal victory that strengthens body, mind, and inner balance. Each change, no matter how small, adds to a multiplying effect that transforms life, improves relationships with loved ones, and enhances overall well-being. It becomes clear that the decision to care for oneself and prioritize vitality depends solely on the individual, and that the benefits are both immediate and lasting when actions are taken with consistency, intention, and joy.